All right, ladies and gents, I think we are just about ready to get tonight's stream ready to go here. Yes. Welcome everybody back again to another stream. Hope you guys are doing good. What number is it? 678. Of course, welcome everybody. Like I said, hope you guys are doing well. Really quick streaming schedule here is as follows. Streams are possible Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 with trivia every Thursday. It is Thursday, so we are here doing some Ninjago trivia. Quick little reminder, I guess not a reminder, but little announcement here. Next week's trivia will be on Wednesday, just because I'm not going to be around on Thursday, so Wednesday is going to be the day that we do trivia next week. Pinned comment talking about that. You should see it in the chat there. But yeah, Wednesday next week, so keep that in mind. But how are you guys doing on this lovely Thursday evening? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope things are good. Hope life is good. I have my water here, of course, Taking a little sip. Gotta stay hydrated. Of course. Let's see. Sounds good. How are you doing? Not doing too bad. It was pretty busy earlier this week, though. I was actually out of town for a few days, so it's kind of why we didn't stream at all earlier this week. I wasn't actually here, but I'm happy to get back to streaming tonight, of course. Let's see. Doing good. Awesome. Mid. I'm sorry to hear things are mid. Hope things get better. Broke your ankle. Wow, really sorry to hear about that. Hopefully you heal up okay. Hopefully you're resting up. That doesn't sound fun at all. What did you think of the podcast? Oh, yeah. Who do you think ate all of Labo's casseroles? Yeah, so the big thing this week was the whole Creel and Labo podcast thing that came out, and we are obviously getting more episodes soon. I think every Tuesday, I want to say. What did you guys think of the podcast? I'm surprised as to how long the episodes are. Each one was like 8 minutes long. I definitely wasn't expecting that. Let's see. That is on Lego's website. I did a video here not too long ago. I have the links in the description. I'm sure you'll be able to find it if you go through my recent videos there. But yeah, it's on Lego's website. Yeah, big thing though. Like the big thing coming from that is, yeah, the whole Creel and Fugitive thing. They are a thing. So good for them, you know? Like I said in my video, it's not like I really care about either of those characters, but I guess it's kind of cool that they're together. Was not expecting that. Was very much expecting, again, Fugitive's crush, if you will, to be Jay. Thought that would have been hilarious and would have explained a lot, but it is what it is, I suppose. Creel and Fugitive, yes, they are dating. They are together, according to Ninjago canon. Oh yeah, Frack's last name, too. Frack Slitherbottom is his full name. It's quite the name. Where can you watch? It's on Lego's website. The episodes are on there. Let me see if I can actually find... I actually do have links here on standby. Hold up. Let me send these links here. I can totally drop the links super fast. Not sure if these are going to work for everyone. I'm not sure if these are like region locked or anything like that, but I'll just drop them in the chat quick. So the first one that you will see is episode 1, and then I will also drop episode 2. Let me know if you are seeing these links. Not sure if these are going to work necessarily, but these should work. I was going to say, I have the episodes bookmarked here on my desktop, so yeah, I can totally drop them in the chat quick. You guys can check them out, save them for later. Yeah, long story short, it's you know, what you would expect. It's an in-universe Ninjago podcast. It's, you know, it's not hard to figure out like what exactly they're going to be, so... You know, just don't expect anything super big coming from this podcast, because I think they already confirmed there's not going to be, like, any huge lore drops or anything like that. Let's see. Don't think I can watch this podcast. Not enough wokeness, bruh. I was really hoping that Jay would have, or Fugitive would have been like, yeah, I have a crush on Jay, but, you know, it is what it is. But no, instead, he and Creel are together. Totally unexpected. Are you going to buy Pokemon ZA? Pre-ordered mine. Yeah, I'm planning on going to my local GameStop very, very late on Wednesday night and trying to grab it physically from there. If not Wednesday night, I'll grab it Thursday morning, but I do want to play that game. I'm a big Pokemon fan. Pokemon X and Y are some of my favorite games in the series, so I'm really excited for this new one that's coming out next week. So I'm looking forward to it. Is there a new update about emojis on streams? I don't think so. Not that from what I've seen. Let's see. Do you think... Oh, yeah, the whole Kalmar thing. Yeah, what's the deal with that? Because Doc Wyatt just casually dropped that Kalmar is still kicking. Again, not sure if that was just like a mistake that he made. Obviously, he's, you know, made mistakes before. He's just a guy. He's just a person. So obviously, you know, mistakes are going to be made, but Kalmar being alive isn't like the most crazy thing ever, just because Pythor kind of walked away from a similar situation. Granted, Kalmar might have been a little bit worse, but, you know, same scenario, same situation. You know, they were eaten by a giant serpent, and then the giant serpent blew up. So it is what it is. As of right now, though, Doc Wyatt has confirmed that Kalmar is alive. He has yet to come back and correct that statement. So we will see. Also, not sure if him being alive, like, means anything either. Like, if he's going to come back at all. Not sure. If I, you know, not really possible, you know, if in my opinion, especially not in Dragon's Rising. But maybe at some point down the line, who knows? You'll never believe it. GameStop delayed your Megatron again. Till March of next year, bro. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, you might want to just cancel that thing. That doesn't sound great that they keep delaying it. Sorry that's happening to you. He exploded into... Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the snake, the Devourer kind of just blew up too, you know? But at least, you know, yeah, you're right. The remains were still around. I don't know. Maybe Kalmar slipped away somehow. It's hard to say. Like I said, it is very possible, though, that Doc Wyatt just made a little mistake there, but wouldn't be the first time, like I said. He also called Kerr a he again the other day, so, again, mistakes will be made, so it is what it is. What else do we have here? Your finger isn't broken. Just injured it lifting heavy stuff. Well, sorry to hear it still hurts, but glad to hear that it's not, like, broken or anything. I broke my thumb, like, years and years ago, and that was not fun to deal with. Fortunately, it was not, like, I'm right-handed. It was on my left hand, so I was still able to, like, you know, write and do stuff. I was in school at the time, obviously, so... Luckily, it wasn't my dominant hand, but, yeah, breaking, like, a finger or a thumb... not fun. So, glad to hear it's not broken. Fully got to watch part 2 over the past weekend. 'Twas good, but Thunderfang and the 5 are absolutely washed. Yeah, you're not alone in thinking that. A lot of people definitely would agree with that statement. I feel like they could have been handled a lot better. Like, you know it's a bad situation when Lee is a better villain than you, so... yeah, I agree. That wasn't, like, the best thing ever. Am I seeing Tron tomorrow? Nope, don't plan on it. That is going to be one that I wait until it goes on digital. I'm not, like, a big Tron fan, and it's a Tron movie, which I'm already not a big fan of the Tron movies, and it's starring Jared Leto, so multiple reasons why I don't want to go see it. So, you know. Will you make new merch for the Source Dragons? I would like to try to put out at least some kind of new merch in 2026, because we've kind of been rocking the same shirts on my Teespring for, like, years now, so I kind of do want to switch it up. I was just thinking about that earlier today, but I have no idea what I want to do. I'm not, like, a big merch person, but I'm sure I could come up with something. I still like the idea of putting, like... terrible Ninjago quotes on shirts, you know, like a lot of the Hands of Time dialogue might be fun to put on shirts, but we'll see. I'm playing around with a few ideas right now, but I would like to do something new for 2026, so stay tuned. When Ninjago comes to Fortnite, are you going to play Fortnite? I mean, probably. We'll probably try it out at least a little bit. That, and I do want to get at some point Lego Party and play that. I saw a comment asking about that. Yeah, I do want to do Lego Party at some point. Tron Ares had so much going for it. They got 9 Inch Nails for the music. They decided to cast him. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm not like a big Jared Leto fan for obvious reasons there. So, yeah, not fun. And we're also gonna time out this person for spam. Let's not spam emojis, por favor. Thank you. Appreciate ya. Anything else that we should talk about before we get rolling with trivia tonight? We are doing Blook It, but it's an all-new trivia made by me, so not a recycled one, not one from a viewer. I think we're all caught up with viewer submissions as of right now, but again, if you would like to make a trivia to do on a Thursday stream, send it my way. Send it to my email. We can totally do one. But we're all caught up, and I had some time today, so I decided to make a brand new Blook It. All new, all new questions. We also have a super chat here. I don't know why my volume's turned off. Let me... Oh, caught the tail end of that. Not going to say your name, Giggle, or at least your full name, but I appreciate the super chat. Let's see. Is Crystallized Overlord wearing a mask? He has a mouth that moves. I don't think it's a mask. Obviously, in, like, the sets, it's kind of like a mask, but in the show, I think that's just, like, his face, you know? Just kind of like his head. But thank you, Giggle, for the super chat. Sorry, I'm not going to say your full name there, but I really don't want to say your full name. But I appreciate the super chat nonetheless. As I take a sip of my beverage. All right, let's get rolling with trivia this evening, shall we? Let me pull up the chat on my phone so I can see what's going on here, and let us find it. Which one am I doing? This one. Yep. Let me turn off my volume, and let's do a look it. Let's get it done. Number of questions. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. All right. Let's mute that. Mute that. Full screen that. And let's share the screen. Let me adjust the screen here. Bada bing, bada boom. And let's get it going. All right. Code on the top. QR code top left. Feel free to join if you would like. And we will kick things off here. Let me scroll back up so I can see some chats. I feel like I missed some chats. Do you plan on ranking Ninjago minifigures for Dragons Rising? I mean, probably not like ranking them per se, but I do plan on like talking about any new like ninja minifigures that we get. I usually try to do that every time we get a new batch of ninja. I try to talk about them, maybe ranking them there, but you know, that's as far as I'm going to get for ranking minifigures. Did you see that the Minecraft Movie 2 announcement... did you see the Minecraft Movie 2 announcement comes out the same day as the Simpsons movie? Yeah, I'm going to be checking out the Simpsons movie that day. I have no desire to watch the Minecraft movie, at least not in theaters, or at least the second one. I did see that they were releasing them on the same day. We also have another super chat from Giggle. Thank you, Giggle. $1.99. Dareth is Rass's master. Probably not. I think that would have been a very... that would be a rather awkward twist, but would be a twist nonetheless, I guess you could say. But I do appreciate the super chat there, Giggle. Thank you for the $1.99. Yep, Peacemaker finales tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I hear it's going to be a longer episode, so I'm excited for that. That's going to be fun. Have you seen The Smashing Machine? I have. I thought it was okay. Thought it was just okay. I had some problems with the movie, but I also, you know, there's a lot of good stuff going on in the movie, so it's hard to, like, say it's, like, completely good or completely bad. It's okay. I thought it was just okay. It's cool that Ninjago sets are going on sale. Yeah, some of them actually have really good deals, like the Tournament Battle Arena. That is, going for $30 right now, I think? So almost half off. That's a very good deal. Good one to grab if you don't have it just yet. Who do you think is Rass's master? Probably someone new, someone that we haven't heard of or seen before. It's probably going to be a new character. Haven't seen Stranger Things, unfortunately. The Transformers panel at New York Comic Con is tomorrow. Excited to see... Oh, we're getting new reveals tomorrow. Cool. I'm still waiting for Quick Strike to go on pre-order. That's like the only new figure coming out in the future that I actually want to grab there. Let's see. Are you accepting Roblox ads? I don't know what that means. Probably not, because I don't know what that means. If you do anything with Ninjago season set. Oh yeah, with the merch, Mr. Cuddly Wump reference. Yeah, that's definitely on the list. I have like a mental list of lines or phrases that I think could be fun. Some of them I might need to twist a little bit, because of like copyrighted words or whatever, but I'll figure it out. Anyone else want to join? Otherwise, yeah, we can totally get things rolling here. We've been sitting here a while. We are going to be doing a Halloween stream, yes. Probably on Halloween. Chances are it's going to be a little bit earlier in the day. Probably not exactly at, like, stream time, but maybe a little bit earlier. But we are doing one. Question 1. What season of Ninjago is this? Crystallized, Sons of Garmadon, Master of the Mountain, or Trick Question? This is from one of the Ninjago core shorts. Let's see. Catching more strays in the new parachuting kitten video. I don't think I've watched any one of her videos personally. I don't think I've ever talked to her, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. As I get a text there. Where is Cole in this scene? The First Realm, Imperium, Mysterium, or the Realm of Monsters? As I take a sip of my water there. Don't want Ninjago live action. Yeah, a lot of people don't, man. A lot of people don't. It's kind of controversial at the moment, but I totally get why. A lot of people just aren't a big fan of the live action remakes. And I get it. But we're not even sure if it's going to be a remake yet. We just have to wait and see. Imperium was the right answer there. Moving on to question number 3. Maybe? Yeah, question number 3. Jay and Cole think they found Wu in this scene. Who did they really find? They came across an old man in this scene. They thought it was Old Man Wu. It was not. Who exactly is it? Let's see. I think her new video is really informative. Recommend watching it. Yeah, I don't even remember the first time I was mentioned, to be honest with you. Like I said, I don't really watch her content. Nothing against her, obviously. It was Quanish. Yep, Quanish is who they found. Nothing against her, obviously. I don't know a whole lot about her. Like I said, I've never talked to her, so I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a watch, maybe not. I'm not like, I'm not trying to watch like other Ninjago channels, if that makes sense, but I don't know. I'll keep it in mind. I'm sure it's informative, though. Question 4. What Spinjitzu Brothers book is this? And we have all 4 books there. Who is it? Quanish might have been a fool. Maybe. There'd be no way of knowing. When do you think Quanish finally died, or is he still alive? I'm pretty sure he's dead. At least he was last time I checked the Ninjago wiki. Not sure how he died. Maybe that was written somewhere or explained somewhere. I can't remember off the top of my head there. Let's see. Quanish exploded. Strong possibility. Maze of the Sphinx was the correct answer there. That's the scene where Garmadon sees his future reflection. Spooky. Let's see. Yeah, Quanish is dead. I just don't know how he died. Question 5. What do Nia and Pixel have in common? Is it all of these? Is it they share the same hairstyle? Is it they both held the title of the Water Ninja? Or have they both dated Zane? Probably not that one. Thought he died in Splinter. Maybe. Quite possibly. I don't remember a lot of Splinter in the Blind Man's Eye, but could be possible. They share the same hairstyle, obviously. Is your costume ready yet? Not yet. We're actually going shopping this weekend to find stuff. I need clothes and I need a wig, obviously. And I need to get some makeup stuff, so that's going to be fun. But I got to do some more research because I got to figure out what I want to wear. Which of these episodes does not feature a scene where Cole mentions and or eats cake? Double Trouble, Mask of Deception, The Surge, or A Rocky Start? But yeah, going costume shopping this weekend. The only thing that I'm going to probably need to grab online is some really cheap cat ear headphones. But I'm sure I can find some for cheap. Not trying to spend too much on the costume, but, I do want to at least try to get the look correct. Frack fumbled so bad with the yogurt. Yeah, Rocky Start's correct answer there. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Do you need good wig brands? I'm not trying to spend too much, but if you have any recommendations for cheap wigs, totally. Otherwise, I was just going to go to Spirit Halloween and see what they had. And if not, probably just grab one online. Who are the ninja talking to in this scene? Who knows? Is it Pixel, Twitchy Tim, Nia, or Misako? Do I watch Ninjago? No, I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of that show. Is that the really dumb one with the ninja that have powers? See that? I don't like that, man. I'm more of a Chima guy, You guys remember Chima? It was supposed to replace Ninjago. It totally should have. But no, they decided to bring back these stupid ninjas. And I don't know why. No, no, I've seen Ninjago. Believe it or not. Do you decorate your house for Halloween or give out candy? Not traditionally. We've kind of talked about it like every year, like, hey, maybe we should give out candy or whatever. But since we've moved, we are now in like an apartment complex thing. And I don't know how that really works for us because we don't have like a door to outside. So I don't know. Probably not going to start this year. But decorating, yeah, we'll probably put up some stuff. I did get a few little pumpkins earlier this week, so we have them on our little table in the kitchen there. Just 2 little pumpkins. And haven't carved them yet or anything. Not sure if we will. Oh, hey, according to recent Doc Wyatt statements, is Kalmar alive? We were just talking about this. Is it nope, he exploded, or yes, somehow? More of a Nexonites guy myself. So true. Dude. Nexonites beats Ninjago any day of the week. My goodness. Okay, unironically, you know what I love about Nexonites? The red character wasn't the main character. At least I don't think so, right? The red one was called Macy. She wasn't the main character. It was the blue one, Clay, right? I like that. You know, because every other series, we have Kai and Ninjago. We had, of course, Tahu from Bionicle. Every other Lego series here, the red guy's like the main guy. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the hatred towards Frack. I gotcha. Yeah, not a big fan of that either. Do you know a way to read all of the Ninjago books? Unfortunately, a lot of the Ninjago books you might just need to buy. I know a lot of them are on Amazon, like digitally. That's usually where I buy them personally for videos and whatnot. We do have a playlist, though, where we kind of talk about like all the canon Ninjago books and reading and whatnot. Obviously, it's not going to be like you reading the book, but it'll just kind of be like a recap. Otherwise, yeah, Amazon's a good place to buy them. Barnes & Noble's a good place to buy them. What chapter of Dragon's Rising features this scene? And then there's a bunch of Ninjago chapters there, but which chapter is it? Let's see. Being serious, Nexonites is criminally underrated. Love the sets in the TV show. I remember they had some pretty cool looking sets. I did like the Axel character, how he was built. Really wish Ninjago did something like that. Yeah, the Ninjago media project. Yeah, Lego's been taking down a lot of... I've heard reports that Lego's taking down a lot of people's videos now, too. Which, okay, you know, taking down... it was Season 3, Part 2, by the way. You know, it's that flashback with Aaron and Sora when he's explaining, you know, how things went with him and Tiger Man. But anyway, yeah, with, like, the Ninjago media project and stuff like that, it's a convenient place, you know, to... watch or read Ninjago content. Probably not the most like legal thing ever though, so I get why Lego took that down. But again, people are getting their videos like blocked and taken down now. It's like, Lego, leave the people alone. In the Ninjago movie, where did the Battle of 9 Armies take place? Kung Fu Go, Ninjago Go, Taekwondo Go, or Karate Go? Or is it Karate Go? Who knows? It's really one of these, though, I promise. Oh, yeah, definitely useful for sure. In a perfect world, it would not have been taken down, but obviously, you know, I get Lego kind of wanting to take it down. It was Kung Fu Go, by the way. I kid you not. Look it up. That is real. Let's see. Have I been listening to Halloween music? Not really. Not really, personally. Is there any good Halloween music? Yeah. Is there any Halloween music? The only one that I'm thinking of is the Monster Mash, and I hate that song. In the epic Dragon Battles set, which 2 heads of the Ultra Dragon have built-in launchers? Is it Ice and Lightning, Lightning and Fire, Earth and Ice, or Fire and Earth? Yeah, or bring back Ninjago DVDs. That would be real convenient, but they choose not to. Want to do a rewrite of Nexonites, change up Axel and Aaron, not make Axel so dumb. Okay, I get what you mean. Totally. It's crazy to think that there's a character in Nexonites called Aaron, and also obviously Ninjago has a character called Aaron. Spelt a little different, but, you know, same name. Ooh, spooky, scary skeletons. That's a good one. Not sure if that's like a serious song, though, like that I'd listen to. You know, that's kind of just like a song for the memes, if you will. At least in my opinion. Live action movie being canon. I mean, it could be if they really want it to be, but it's probably not going to be honest with you. Who knows? Let's see. Moving on here to question number 12. Yeah, they could make it canon if they want. I don't know if they will, though. Question 12. What elemental power does the woman in purple have? Shadow, sound, earth, or gravity? Probably one of those. Maybe none of those, but probably one of those. Holly, thanks for being a channel member for 25 months. That's like over 2 years. That's crazy. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, more so like Christmas songs. You know, there's a lot of Christmas songs that I like. I have my Christmas song playlist that I dig up on Spotify every year. It's a fun time. Paid $5 for Jungle Garmadon. Yeah, that's a pretty good price for that, I'd say. What was the correct answer there? Shadow? I believe so. Pretty sure it was Shadow. Next up here, we have question number 13. Which of these statements is true about wildfire? I'm pretty sure this is supposed to say which of these statements is false. Because I think 3 of these are true. Yeah, it's supposed to be which statement is false. That's my bad. I will fix that for the next round. Which of these statements is false about wildfire? Not true. Whoever wrote this is dumb. I wrote this, full transparency. Supposed to say which statement is false. That's my bad. I'll fix that for the next round, trust. What if they make an Ninjago Dragons Rising movie? I mean, that totally could be what the live action movie is. Yeah, it's supposed to be which one is false. Because all the other ones are true except for the blue one. I will change that for next round, though, don't you worry. I mean, they totally could, you know, do that if they really wanted to. Rumor has it the live-action movie is supposed to come out in 2027, which, if that's the case, and this one, season 5 is the last season. I mean, if they really wanted to do it, they could do it. What's wrong with this picture? Lloyd is wearing red, Kai is wearing red, and Kai is wearing green, Lloyd's wearing red, Jay is shorter than usual, or Kai is wearing green. I know I don't put enough effort into these. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Have I listened to the Halloween Whip? Not yet. Not yet this year. Her birth name has never been revealed. That's the false statement. It hasn't been revealed. Or wait. Is that question just messed up? Which of these statements is false? It's supposed to say her birth name has been revealed. Okay, I'll fix that too for the next one. I think that question was just messed up. I'll fix that. And finally, question 15. Kilo shares a voice actor with which character from from Transformers Armada? Starscream, Optimus, Megatron, Jetfire. Yeah, my bad on that one. I'll fix that question. Cause no, I think it's my fault. I think it's messed up. I'll look at it here in a second after we get done with this round. Ooh, I don't know what that was. Did you see that little glitch? Screen like went black for a second. What the hey, dude? Transformers Armada, my beloved. I want to, rewatch that show again. I have the whole thing on DVD. Do want to give that a rewatch at some point. Probably not going to watch Energon or Cybertron, but Armada, definitely. Yeah, I don't mind the Mariah Carey song. Let's see. I mean, if you guys want to make trivia, by all means, feel free. Optimus Prime is the correct answer there. And let's see, do we have our top 3? We got High in 3rd. We got Arched Mash in 2nd. And Max in 1st. Congrats to our top 3 trivia peoples here. And let's get the second round rolling. Feel free to let me know in the comments there what game mode you'd like to play next. And in the meantime, I will try to fix that question here. Which of these statements is true about wildfire? Her birth name should be which of these statements is false. and it should be her birth name has been revealed because it hasn't been. So that would make that statement false. Yes, okay. I think we're good now. All right, it has been revised. What are we thinking about playing here this evening, folks? How much time we got? Oh, yeah, we got some time. What do you guys want to play? Tower defense? Sure. We can do some tower defense. I think it's been a minute since we've done that. Tower defense 2. Yeah, let's go with that. Good enough. 5 minutes. Let's do this here. Let me big screen this guy and display this screen. There you go. Code on the top, QR code top left. We can do the candy one next round. I was kind of thinking about doing that too. Like, so we do tower defense here, then we do the candy round next. Could be fun. What are you dressing up for Halloween? Right now, the plan is to dress up as Sora from the hit show Ninjago, The Dragons Be Rising. I have an idea as to what I want to do. I do need to buy some stuff, though, for the outfit, so I'm going to try to go shopping this weekend. My plan is to hit up Spirit Halloween. Then, if I can't find what I need there, I'm going to go to a couple of different thrift stores around the area. Hopefully find everything that I need for my costume. I do know I'm going to have to buy some stuff on Amazon. So, going to have to do that at some point. I'll figure that out. Do you think Wildfire named herself or Heatwave did? I like to think maybe... I could see that going either way. I could totally see Heatwave giving her, like, the name Wildfire just based on her personality. But I think it would also be kind of cool if Wildfire named herself. So, I like both ideas. But not sure which one is canon, though. Or if either of them's canon. I don't know. What else do we have here? 6, 7, 6, 7. See, I don't get the 6, 7. Get the markings, too. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the markings. I kind of want to, but I don't know if I really need to. I'll see. I know the markings, are kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Necessary for Sora, but I don't know. I might just skip the markings. That might be a little bit too much makeup on my face. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm kind of thinking about, what I could do to replicate those markings, but if I figure something out, I'll try them. Want to go to Spirit Halloween, buy one of those huge bones. Do they sell just individual bones? That's pretty cool. I'll take a look if I can find any when I'm there this weekend. Are you going to do the metal arm? Yes, I am, but it's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say lazy, but my whole arm is not going to be... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? Just to kind of walk you through the process. So I'm planning on getting like a white jacket of some kind, right? I need to look and see if I can find one thrifting. My plan is to, on my one arm, wear a golden glove. So it kind of gives the illusion of me having the golden arm without me having the whole golden arm. Like, I'm not trying to do like a one-to-one, I'm not trying to do like one-to-one Sora from the show. I kind of want to do like my own spin on it. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. But I'm not married to that idea yet, I feel like I could find like a golden rubber glove or something like on Amazon and do that and just wear like a long sleeve like white jacket or something like that. Because I would like to do it, but not exactly sure how I want to go about doing it, Cardboard, yeah, I mean, that could work. Or yeah, tinfoil too, like golden tinfoil. I don't know, might look a little bit messy though. I think I'm just going to do the golden glove thing, but if I come up with a better idea, we'll see. Like those gigantic novelty jumbo skeletons. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Let's see. Haven't checked my email yet, but I'll probably check it probably later tonight or tomorrow. For those asking about emails. Been inhaling paint fumes all day. Cool. Good for you, man. No, hopefully you're doing okay. I know for painting Lego parts and whatnot, it does kind of get a little dangerous, dare I say. Especially with like spray paint and stuff. So hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully you're not actually inhaling paint fumes. Blookit kicked you. Yeah, sometimes Blookit kicks people out for no reason. It's really dumb. I don't understand why it does that. Might just be like a glitch or something. But what else? Yeah, I do need to find cat ear headphones for my outfit. Hopefully nothing that's going to be like super expensive, because I'm not trying to drop like a lot of money on this costume, but I would like to make it, at least somewhat accurate, but still do like my own little spin on them. What else? Do you prefer Nelson and Antonia? Oh, in terms of like who's a better duo? Probably Aaron and Sora, just because they've had more time to exist on screen, Nelson and Antonia are solid, I like them together as like a duo, but Aaron and Sora, they definitely have like more screen time. Made a new impression, putting my Megatron Shockwave voice to good use. Awesome. Might be a bit much. If you find a white sweater, could you dye the left side, maybe cut it out where... Oh, I gotcha. See, that's a good idea too. I'm going to screenshot that, Jazzy, and maybe try to work with that. I don't know for sure. It all depends on what I find thrifting, right? Like, my goal is to just find like some kind of white top, whether it be like a jacket. You guys know that, you guys remember in season 3, the flashback with Sora and Aaron when they were like younger, that outfit that Sora's wearing in that flashback, I kind of like that. I kind of want to do like something similar to that maybe, but also kind of combine it with modern Sora. I don't know. I'm still kind of toying around with ideas. 15 to 20 bucks isn't too bad. Cat headphones in the trash. Yeah, totally. Maybe I could find some thrifting, Your cat says hi. Awesome. Tell your cat I said hi back. Love cats. Sure. You can send it to me there, Marvel Sonic Boy. Totally. Send it my way. Ooh, I think we're done. We got me. Okay, apparently I got third. That's not me. Philip is in second, though, and then Ninjago X K-Pop Demon Hunters is in first. Awesome. Congrats to our top 3 here. And let's get the next round rolling. I think we're going to do the candy one, and we'll probably have time after that to do one more. So stay tuned, because we'll probably do one more. Yeah, there's no golden arm on that version of Sora, but I kind of want to see if I can combine, like, that Sora with, like, the modern one, kind of do my own spin on it. I'm still working with it, though. Like I said, it primarily just depends on what I find thrifting this weekend. But I'll figure it out. Are you going to show us your costume when it's done? Yeah, so basically, the only reason why I'm doing, like, this costume is because we're going to do a Halloween stream on Halloween. And we're going to have, like, the face cam up, too. I got to buy a new face cam, but we're going to do that. So, yeah, you'll be able to see my costume, and Kat's going to be here, too, so you can see her costume. I do know what she's dressing up as, but I don't want to spoil it because she kind of wants it to be a surprise. So, yeah, you will see us on that stream. I don't know what we're going to play just yet. I know that I want to play some kind of, like, Halloween game or something, but not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. Cheap headphones for like 10 bucks. Yeah. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm hoping to find something that like looks close enough, but if I need to recolor stuff, I'll probably be able to do it. No Bluetooth. Did you see that K-Pop Demon Hunters hit platinum? I did. Very cool. Do you think we might see the Flow Source Dragon interact with mortals in Season 4? Maybe. I'd love to see what that one looks like physically, I'd love to see the mortal form of that dragon. I'd love to see all the dragons at some point in their mortal forms, but specifically that one. I think that one might have a cool design, just because I love the other water dragon that we saw when Nia had one. So I like the water dragons. Power Lid and the coconut. I don't know what made me think of this the other day, but there's that one bit in Season 3 Part 2 when the coconut, like, kind of hits on Kai. You guys remember that? It's like a very brief moment, but it happens, and it's kind of like, whoa, what's that about? Get this coconut out of here, bro. Let's see. Like how Sora be having them whiskers on her face. Yeah, I remember when when we first saw an image of Sora, I thought maybe she could have been like some kind of formling, because of all that stuff on her face. Still think she kind of could have been if they really wanted to make her one, but they did not. Pretty sure that was like one of the plans, though, wasn't it? She was going to try to be like, she was going to be Akita inspired to an extent. Think I remember seeing something like that. Throw it off the waterfall. Yeah, leave Kai alone. Yeah, Kai did ask for that. Get this coconut out of here, bro. Some of the source dragons are kind of selfish. Yeah, they seem kind of, like I said in one of my videos recently, half of the council seems kind of pompous for no reason, right? Yeah, strength, life, and focus are kind of the ones that are a little questionable. But motion, flow, and energy, they're the ones that are kind of chill. Maybe the other source dragons will come around and learn to accept the mortals and not be, hateful towards them for no reason, but we will see. Only time will tell. Drop kick the coconut. Would you like to see Gandalaria in the future? I like Gandalaria as a character, so I'll say sure. What I really want from her, though, is a minifigure. That'd be nice, because my custom Gandalaria that's sitting over on my minifigure shelf thing right now just isn't cutting it. It's so like not accurate. I know people have made like custom Gandalarias and those are all cool, but I want an official one from Lego. Like, Lego, what are you doing? Give us these figures. You're in hot water when even Thunderfang makes sense. My thoughts exactly. Wonder why life is pompous. Think it's because of their connection to literally bringing all life into being. Yeah, that could be the case. Like, maybe it sees itself as like this all-important being. It's like, oh, you wouldn't be here without me. Like that kind of thing. So I could totally see that. Don't you miss when the ninja didn't use portal gates or dragons and only used the Destiny's bounty? I get why they introduced the portal gates, though. Like, the world got like 16 times bigger. I'm pretty sure, like, if we wanted to see the ninja, travel from one location to another without portal gates, we might be spending like 3-4 episodes just focusing on the travels, So we did get some bounty stuff in season 3 part 2, though, which I appreciated. Was laughing like crazy at the Intelligent George bit. Oh yeah, I like the bit when Intelligent George confirmed that he does not believe in gravity. That was fun. Can understand how you can grow selfish because you're the most powerful beings in the entire universe. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, I could see why they got to that point. Some of the source dragons, stayed a little bit humble though, so that's nice. Yes, the Lord Rass bone armor minifigure. We need that one badly. Balance being supposedly dead should be their wake-up call. I get what you mean by saying that. Absolutely. George is a flat earther. Might as well be, man. He was going on in that podcast about how he didn't believe in gravity and it was like made up by the government or something. I don't know. I forget exactly what he said. But it was about, something similar to that. One thing I feel like should be pointed out is that if the source dragon of balance didn't exist, then would Ninjago not exist? See, that's an interesting concept. I wonder if we will see more about that in the future. Because, yeah, it is balance. And with Ninjago being tied to the balance and all that, who knows? I feel like there's got to be some kind of connection there. I just got the email there, Marvel Sonic Boy. I just got it. I'm not sure if you heard my phone vibrate, but yeah, that was the email there. I just got it. Thanks for sending it, though. Appreciate that. We'll try to listen to that probably at some point next week on streams, if that works for you. Who do we got? We got Fantastic a Brick in third. We have how do you pronounce that? T-O-J, just gonna say that, in second, and Lloyd in first. Awesome. Congrats to our top 3. And ladies and gents, we have room for one more round. We have time for one more round, I should say. What do you guys feel like playing? We can do one more. One more round, and then we will wrap it up for trivia this evening. We can do one more, though. What do you guys want to do? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys feeling? Can we have a Lee figure? Yeah, for sure. And make it cheap, too, so we can army build with it. Seeing a couple of votes for Monster Brawl, so sure, let's do the Monster Brawl. Do the Monster Brawl. All right. Monster Brawl, 5 minutes on the clock. Let's do it. All right. Big screen. Code on the top. Code on the top. QR code top left. There are no cops here. Feel free to join if you would like. Once again, this is our final round for the evening, so join up if you want to do one more round. If not, you're totally welcome to sit back, watch the chaos unfold as per usual. Oh my goodness. As my bones crack. I'm getting tired. I'm getting old. My goodness. Last year you posted your costume on Instagram. Are you going to do the same this year? Yeah, I will. I'll probably post a couple of pictures maybe before stream, because I'm planning on obviously getting set up like a little while before stream starts. But yeah, probably going to be posting some pictures on the gram, Ooh, yeah, maybe a cop is watching on their break. Shout out to the cops if you're watching this stream. Sound off in the chat. Do you think we should get a first Spinjitzu Master figure for the 15th anniversary? I wouldn't mind that. I mean, he's pretty easy to make a custom of, just because he does appear in the show with actual real Ninjago parts. So it's pretty easy to make a custom figure. But of course, would love an official one at some point. I know there has been some speculation that with the minifigure, like the collectible minifigures that are coming out in the Legacy Wave for next year, the first Spinjitzu Master might be one of them. Would not mind that. Also don't know if it's super possible. I feel like it's just going to be Wu and the 6 Ninja again. The promise the Source Dragons made. I don't know. I feel like that could be a number of things, I do have I've at least heard of some ideas floating around, like maybe it's the promise to pass on the elemental powers, though that one might not really make any sense. I don't know. It could be a number of things. I don't really fully understand that storyline just yet, so I'm curious to see where that goes. Do you think Intelligent George believes in the Illuminati? I mean, probably. What's the Ninjago equivalent to the Illuminati? He probably believes in it. Watched Creature Commandos. Yeah, that's a pretty good show. I liked it for what it was. Protect all the Elemental Masters after he's gone. Keep things balanced. Maybe. Could totally see that. I feel like, again, it could be like a number of things. I don't think we've had anything super specific aside from just that. So all theories are good theories. All theories are welcome. Catch me up. I left for a bit. You didn't really miss anything. We just did some more trivia. Talked about some more stuffs. Intelligent George is definitely a flat earther. Strong possibility. Like I said, very, very likely. He seems like the type, personally. Maybe the Source Dragons were the essence of life. First Spinjitzu Master introduced elemental powers. I mean, maybe. I mean, it could be anything, like I said. I don't know. No idea. But I'm excited to find out what it means. I'm sure we will find out eventually. It's going to be one of those long-running mysteries that Dragons Rising refuses to answer until the very end. But hopefully, it's not going to be one of those mysteries that Dragons Rising just refuses to answer, because we have a few of those now, too. So, hooray for that. I did see they started airing the final season of My Hero. I haven't been watching. I'm many, many seasons behind at this point. Haven't had a good theory since Dragons Rising Season 1, when Lloyd was given the Elemental Spark, did the huge Spinjitzu. Oh yeah, it could have totally been a Spinjitzu burst. I could see that. Kind of makes sense. Checks out. Source Dragon of Life sounds so cool. I'm hoping, the set that's coming out in January, I'm hoping it doesn't suck, I would love another good Source Dragon set, But given what we've heard so far, it kind of sounds like it's going to be a downgrade and maybe a little bit smaller in piece count. So I don't know. I'm, reserving all judgment until I see pictures of the thing. Rewatched Superman. I actually rewatched that too earlier this week. Showed it to my dad because he wanted to watch it. So he thought it was good. My dad liked it. Definitively say think Superman was better than Fantastic Four. See, I don't know. I kind of feel the opposite. I like them both. I think they're both decent, but I liked Fantastic Four a lot more. At least in my opinion. And it's totally not just because Pedro Pascal is in one of them. Totally not. Totally. Crystallized Ninja were arrested for tax evasion. That would have been really funny. Would have loved that. Did I get the Rontu set? I did not. And I don't plan on it, personally. Like to imagine Creel isn't lying about dating Fugitive because he's a dork, but it's because he's a criminal, doesn't want him to get arrested. That'd be really funny, but also kind of sweet, at the same time. Biggest hot take on Dragons Rising specifically? Ooh, I don't know. What is one of my Dragons Rising hot takes? I mean, with the Land of Lee stuff, I enjoyed all of that. I liked the musical sequence. I know a lot of people didn't, so maybe that's kind of a hot take. But honestly, I've seen people appreciate Lee quite a bit as of late, because Thunderfang and the Five were so disappointing. People are like, well, I mean, at least the Lee stuff was cool. He's a good villain, I guess. I don't know. Maybe something about the Land of Lee, or Lee as a character. How old do you think Frack is? Probably in his teens somewhere, I'd say. That's how I envision Frack, Aaron, Sora, and Wildfire, maybe all around like 16, 17 at this point. Top 3, we got Lloyd, best fan, in 3rd. We got Max in 2nd, and Maggie in 1st. Congrats to our top 3 for the final round of trivia for this evening. And with that being said, that will indeed be the final round of trivia for this evening. I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out this week's trivia. Just a reminder, next week's trivia is going to be on Wednesday. So not on Thursday next week, not going to be around on Thursday, but on Wednesday next week. So Wednesday of next week is trivia. So reminder there. Remember that. Keep that in the back pocket. But otherwise, we can totally hang out here for a few more minutes if you guys would like. We still have some time to spare here. We just hit an hour, so we can hang out for a little while if you would like to talk about other stuff and whatnot, whatever you guys would like to discuss. Imagine the Forbidden Five and Thunderfang being so bad they flock to Lee. I mean, yeah, I do wonder if a lot of people like Lee just because he's a good villain, or if they like him because the actual villains sucked so much. I don't know. I personally think Lee was a good villain. At least, in my opinion. How tall do you think the ninja are based off their looks, voices, and personality? That's a great question because people have like their own headcanons for who's the tallest, who's the shortest. I don't really know what specific heights I would give them, but in my mind, Zane is the tallest, and Cole's pretty tall too, but Zane's probably the tallest. Lloyd, Kai, and Nia are all kind of like, average height. Jay is probably the shortest, in my opinion. That's my headcanon, personally. Jay's the shortest. Let's see. Favorite ninja's Cole. Yeah, Jay's 100% short. I love to think that Nia is a lot taller than Jay. Absolutely. Jay looks shorter. Jay is Nia's short king. Exactly, that's such a good headcanon. Don't like how they basically redeem Lee. He's basically lobotomized the people who had suspicions. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. It's kind of like, is Lee even redeemable? I don't know if I'd say so. I mean, sure, he's kind of just like misunderstood. Like he misunderstood the situation. He was like, oh man, I love being around other people. I don't want them to leave. Like I get that, right? But I don't know. Some of the stuff that he did's a little questionable, dare I say. Are you going to do an updated seasons ranking? Probably next year after season 4 wraps up, just because my opinions didn't really change too much from last year. So doing one this year, the only thing that would be new is season 3 would be added. So probably next year. What else here? Is Lee your favorite Dragons Rising villain so far? Probably not. I do like Lord Ras, obviously. I also I like Jordana quite a bit. I like Rox of the 5. But I'd say Lee probably makes top 5 easily. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I get loneliness. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, some of his actions are a little questionable to the point where it's like, can you even be redeemed? I don't know. That's a great question, though. See ya, Danny. Have a good one. Have a good night. See you next time. Noct, best villain. I gotcha. A lot of people like Noct. I liked him too up until season 3. He kind of takes a backseat to the some of the other members of the 5. Do you think Moro should have been the Green Ninja or Lloyd? Definitely Lloyd. Moro, part of his storyline is that he wasn't the Green Ninja. And if he was the Green Ninja, I don't know if I'd like Moro as much as I do, because he's a good villain. He has a good storyline. He had a good ending. I mean, he's still around, but, he redeemed himself, which, again, can Moro be redeemed? I don't know. Who knows? But I'm not sure if Moro should have been the Green Ninja. Probably not. Biggest question is where the ninja get the money to build all the stuff. Oh, like vehicles and weapons. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. They just kind of have it. They just have it now. Maybe now they have an excuse because Sora can just make them vehicles. It's like, hey, Sora, here's the new vehicle order. Get this done by the end of the day. And she's like, say no more. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Borg. The real answer, though, is obviously because Lego needs to sell toys, right? I mean, that's the reason why they have new vehicles every season. We got to promote the toys. But in universe, it's a good question. Is Kerr a boy or a girl? Another good question. I think girl, but I don't know. No idea. Probably girl, though. Little hot take of mine, Kerr would have been the best Forbidden 5 member if she got more screen time. Quite possibly. I think her decay power might be one of the best ones on the team. So, is Ninjago Mother still confirmed? As far as I know, it's still being worked on. But I'm not a part of that production or anything like that. So, I can't say for sure. I'm not the person to ask for updates on it. But as far as I know, they're still working on it. Moro is the best villain who got an earned redemption. Acted I gotcha. Let him. Yeah, for sure. Now he guides the souls. I do like that role that Dragons Rising gave him, though, where he guides the souls to the afterlife or whatever. Very appropriate for Moro, I would say. A couple more folks headed out. Sounds good. Thank you all for joining us here. If you're headed out now, we will see you guys next time. Thanks for swinging on by. Appreciate ya. Kerr will always have a special place in my heart. She decayed Roby. So true. Fantastic action there. I was cheering, man. Trust. Also want to know so much about Jay's birth family. See, yeah, that's a great question too. That's one of the mysteries that I would love for Ninjago to address at some point. May I propose a spin-off comic or something for Jay's birth mom? Can we just get something? Obviously the show might not reveal anything unless we somehow revert back to the administrator storyline and it's oh, she was the administrator. I don't know. Can we at least get a comic or something? That would have been awesome. Would love that. Want to know who Lloyd's grandmother is. I don't know if he has one, personally. I know the Book of Spin Jitsu kind of teases that maybe the first Spin Jitsu master had a wife, but, also, it's the first Spin Jitsu master. If he just made, 2 sons, he can probably just do that. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if Lloyd has, a grandmother or if Wu and Garmadon have a father. The Ninjago, or a mother, I mean. The Ninjago movie definitely implies that they do. So in that universe, definitely, but maybe not in the main Ninjago continuity. Oh, big stretch. Transformers Devastation turned 10. Awesome. I remember I got that game when I got my PS4 way back when. Spin-off comic or a short series. Oh, yeah, series focusing on all of the parents. That'd be really fun. I'd like that a lot. They should totally do that. Who do you think the administrator is? I don't know. I'm not even sure if I want to, guess anymore because it's kind of confirmed that we are never going to find out, at least not in the show. So, I don't know. I'm not even sure if I really have a guess anymore, honestly. Like to believe that Jay's mother found out about Cliff Gordon's book and was like, no, I'm leaving and taking the kid. It's a strong possibility, He's kind of like... From what we've heard, Cliff Gordon isn't the best guy ever. Maybe had some loyalty issues, that's putting it lightly. So, but yeah, would love to find out more about all of that personally. Let's answer maybe one more question, one more topic, and then we'll probably wrap up for tonight. Just because I'm getting a little sleepy, want to go have some coffee and then watch some Peacemaker. Peacemaker finale tonight. I'm excited for it. I hope it doesn't suck, but it probably won't. The season's been pretty good so far, so I'm looking forward to it. But let's do one more question, one more comment, one more topic, and then we'll call it quits. As I take a sip of my water. Ooh. Okay, that's a good one. And you guys can answer this too. Who do you think is the smartest Ninjago villain? So, my mind immediately goes to, the villains that win. The villains that we've seen actually win. So, Harumi might be up there because she kind of won at the end of Season 8 with Garmadon. I pretty much credit Harumi for that mostly. Probably not so much Garmadon, but Harumi is up there. Nauticon was pretty good at that too, he was good at manipulating the circumstances. Master Wu's the smartest villain. Chen is pretty smart too, I'd say. I love that Chen just adores chaos, and that's his whole motivation. Yeah, Moro's up there too, I'd say. Ooh, yeah, Lord Ras, definitely. He's most definitely up the list as well. The Overlord, I don't know. I feel like the Overlord, the reason why he's so successful is his power. Maybe not so much his brain, but I'd say probably Nauticon personally is probably my pick for the smartest. Either him or Harumi. Yeah, the Overlord is more so just power. Lord Ras too, definitely. With that being said, though, everybody, I think we are just about ready to wrap things up. Hello, random person. I see you in the chat. Welcome. Joining us right at the end here. I appreciate you tuning in, though, nonetheless. With that being said, though, everyone, let's wrap things up here. Streams are possible Monday to Friday, 6 to 7. Trivia every Thursday, except for next week. It's going to be on Wednesday next week, so keep that in mind. Trivia Thursday is not happening next week because I am not going to be here. So, let's get some hugs in the chat, everybody. Let's wrap things up as we do. Hugs all around. Yes. And where's the steaks and the milks? Yeah, we got to get some of those in the chat too. Excellent. Awesome. Thank you all so much for swinging on by, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's little trivia stream. I had fun. Hopefully you guys did as well. I appreciate you guys swinging on by and hanging out for the stream here. Appreciate you guys a ton. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night or evening or afternoon or, whatever time of day it is for you. Dusk, dawn, all that jazz. Hope you guys have a good one. And we will talk to you guys again next time. Peace.